All right, guys, Shotty T here. Gonna talk about Desert Storm Battlefield. It's been something that's been ongoing in the game for at least about a month from my perspective. I only haven't been on the game too long. So still trying to get the kinks worked out on this. Because one of the things you had to get the kinks out is the timing of when it starts because you have different time slots. And if you have an alliance that have people in multiple time zones, sometimes it's hard to get everyone together. Um, but it's based off of 20 uh, participants, and as you can see, we have 18 because two of them unfortunately left. But we do have standby spots as well, so we'll just have to use those. So if you're not listed as a participant or a standby person, just ask how to get there next time. Um, a lot of times it's based off availability, especially around that time of night. I know certain people either are asleep or got other stuff going on. Because the key to winning this particular event is full participation. Most of the time, the alliance that has the most participation wins because most of the other stuff ends up being a wash. But there are some things that you can do to make sure that your alliance is doing better than the opponent if all things are equal. So we're going to start off with the rules here. Um, so again, two alliances will be matched in the battlefield to control the nuclear silo. Usually that's in the middle of the map. Fortunately, I can't show that to you now. You won't see it until it starts. But the key here is that units in this campaign will not die thanks to mysterious force and automatically heal after battle. So no matter how many units you lose during this battlefield, um, whenever this desert storm is over, when you get back to the real world of your alliance in itself, you don't have to worry about healing troops. Now it will give you the option to heal troops while you're in there, using resources, but I highly recommend not doing that because again, you're gonna get all your troops back when you get back to the real world. Also, you will get one free transport periodically, so you can transport anywhere on the map. Cause I think there are like, eight to 10 different spots. It's kind of like a capture the flag type of location. One alliance is on one side of the map on the left side, the other is on the right side of the map. So obviously, naturally, you want to try to capture stuff that's on your side first and try to work your way towards the middle. And you can defend your bases by having people there. But sometimes the opponent may have higher firepower and might dethrone your area, but you can dethrone theirs. So it's a lot of strategy, a lot of moving around. Anytime you take over a spot, you might see some random resources pop on the map, and you would basically click on it and scout it with your helicopter, like you scout an alliance base. And I can kind of show you that real quick because some guys probably don't know what I'm talking about. So, and you'll see like a resource on the map, and you would just click on that telescope icon, and it'll grab that resource for you on the map. Um, and then and then so in different stages, um, you'll start off on that battle stages, the preparation with both sides, and then anytime you're in the safe zone, you cannot be attacked. But once you're out in the open field, it's all fair game. Obviously, the idea here is to you don't want to have troop defenses up, 'cause otherwise you're going to lose troops very quickly. So you want to have no troops on defense when you're attacking. But anyway, the first stage is to capture the oil refineries, the science centers, info centers, and the field hospital. So those are all on the left, each side of the map for each team. The hospitals are real key to make sure that you have protected, because when you lose troops, you'll periodically have the ability to heal. There will be like a heal icon in the lower left of the screen. It'll be like a green plus sign, like for hospital, and you can use that to heal some troops. And you want to use that periodically. The higher your hospital is maintained, the more rate that you can increase your troops when you lose them. So the second phase is to capture the nuclear silo, arsenal, and mercenary factory. That's going to be in the middle of the map. And then you'll have oil wells that will randomly appear on the map, and you harvest them kind of like you harvest resources. Here, you will just harvest the oil things, and you also get points for those. So basically, team that gets the most points will win. Now, there's one other thing. When you're marching to a resource or marching to a base or attacking someone else, it doesn't allow you to do continuous marching. It's basically one-way marching back and forth. So you kind of have to make sure that you're marching with purpose, because once you start a march, the only direction that you can go from there, other than the target that you're going at, is back to your own base. You can't redirect yourself to another target once you start marching. The only way you can go to another target altogether is to get back to your base and then go to your new target. Because even if you go from point A to point B, it won't allow you to go from point B to point C. You have to go back to point A, and then you can go to point C. And that's why the periodic teleports that you have are going to be useful. I believe every 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, you get the free transport. But it'll be a cooldown before you can use it again. So again, it's a lot of strategy here, but the key is to hold the base as long as possible so you can get more points. Dig those oil wells, and it could be a lot of attacking, a lot of defending. So it's all about activity and participation, and that's really the main objective of it. And it kind of shows you what the different stuff looks like on the map. You got the different hubs, the hospitals. Like I said, you definitely want to use that. And these are the points when you capture stuff individually and as a team. So you definitely want to capture that stuff. The bigger stuff is in the middle of the map, so you definitely want to capture that. And you get rewards. Win or lose, these are nice rewards. So, and then for people that participate, they get separate rewards as well. And then individually, you have milestones just like any other stuff. And whether if you're in the winning alliance and if you're in the losing alliance. But as you can see, win or lose, these are great rewards. So again, it's a great event. And once again, you will not suffer casualties in the battle. You will be sent in the hospital and they'll just recover. So that's why you got to have that hospital active. You can't lose your hospital. Make sure you keep that hospital active. And in the meantime, while in the real world, while you're in the battlefield, for those that are in there, your base will be shielded the whole time, so you don't have to worry about somebody randomly attacking you from the outside while you're in this Desert Storm battlefield. Once the Desert Storm battlefield is over, then your shield will drop and you can resume back to your regular real world activities. So that's the gist of it. Like I said, the tactics and all that stuff is still being figured out as we do it, but the key is having full participation and just making sure that you're utilizing your transports wisely and making sure that, and be aware that you cannot march continuously from target to target. You have to, it's only a one-way target. So anyway, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. Start in 8 hours.